ドジャースの山本由伸が日本時間のエンゼルス戦に先発し、8回2安打1失点、4奪三振、無四球の好投で今季6勝目を挙げました。打線は初回から爆発し、大谷翔平の11号ツーラン本塁打も飛び出すなど、打者12人の猛攻で一挙9得点。序盤から試合の主導権を握りました。山本は初回に先制点を許したものの、その後はエンゼルス打線に付け入る隙を与えず、安定感抜群の投球を披露。大谷も第1打席で内野安打を放つと、同じ回の第2打席で豪快なツーランを放ち、チームの大量得点に大きく貢献しました。試合後には、山本の圧巻の投球と大谷の一発に対し、関係者から称賛の声が相次ぎました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
The Dodgers' Japanese trio of starting pitchers, they've been lights out as well. All had scoreless outings this week. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki combined for 18 and a third scoreless innings, allowing just 8 hits and striking out 26 batters. In the case of Yamamoto, who's starting tonight, he's going to try to keep it going against this Angels team, Jerry. Last Sunday against the Phillies, 5 and a third scoreless, tied a career high with 10 strikeouts. Since he gave up 5 runs to the Giants on May the 12th, he's allowed a total of 2 runs over his last 3 starts.
And really not surprising. Listen, Yamamoto, we know the last couple of years, especially in the postseason, he has been outstanding, really logged a lot of innings last year, a lot of stressful innings in that postseason and become the World Series MVP. He got off to a little bit of a slow start. That is understandable. You got to remember, he also pitched in the WBC. It's good to see him find his footing, find that fastball command, especially at the knees, both sides of the plate. When he has that fastball working at the knees, he is so tough to hit and square up because he has that splitter to go along with him. Anytime he's got that splitter, fastball command to go along with that slow curveball, he is so fun to watch.
He's an ultimate competitor. We know that. We've seen it. We've seen it on the biggest stage. We've seen how he comes up. And he was not satisfied with the way his year was going. And he analyzed it. He's really good at checking himself out and what he needed to change. He knew the fastball was creeping over the middle of the plate and needed to be better. It was getting hit pretty well. He made those adjustments. The other thing too is he knew also early on that first inning where they were really getting him almost like he was trying to ease into his start and no, I have to be ready in that first inning. I know he's making adjustments there. Again, the bullpen really to make sure when he comes out to try to stifle those teams in that very first inning. All of those things that's why we're seeing success because this guy's the ultimate competitor and he wants to go out there and he doesn't like just being mediocre or just have no, he wants to be the best out there each and every time. Earl mentioned about, really want to see him use that two-seamer, that sinker. Well, on that day, he used that, and a plethora of other pitches as well. We're going to go to the K-zone and look how he was putting the guys away. He was getting ahead of them. But once again, he, like Roki Sasaki's outing yesterday, couldn't be predictable. Was just attacking and finishing with different pitches. Here's 2-2. There's the sinker that Oral was talking about, especially on the lefty. That sinker is such a great pitch. But then on the lefty, he can go the outside backdoor with a cutter to get him. And then a sinker on a righty. So it doesn't matter. It's both glove side and arm side with the sinker. When he has that command, it's devastating. Still at the four-seamer, he can climb the ladder. But like I said, what do you sit on? You got curveball, you can put him away. Oh, he also has a split finger as well. He's got the four-seam that runs on in, rides up, especially up the top of the zone that you just can't get on top of, and you get that swing and miss. And man, Oral was right. That sinker, when you can command the sinker and living on the edges, that was really the key. We mentioned the four-seam maybe getting hit is when it was getting over the middle of the plate. But in his last outing, really did an excellent job living on the edges with all of his pitches.
That outing, especially with the running fastball, the straight fastball, and the sinker, those 3 different fastballs, Roy Halladay used to have that used to drive us crazy. Anytime you have those 3 different pitches, oh, by the way, to go along with his best pitch, the split, and that devastating curveball, it's just too much for that hitter to cover. Hopefully he's a little bit more efficient tonight and pitches deeper in the ball game, but when he has that type of stuff, tough sledding for the opposition.
And you see his pregame routine right now. He's so meticulous with this pregame routine. Everything is well thought out and is planned. Every throw, every movement from Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yamamoto's ready. Off we go with a fastball buy-in, strike 1. Neto yesterday, 1 for 3, hitting .324 over his last 10 games.
Forget the memory of the home run. Let's beat him with the same fastball a little higher.
This Angels offense actually came in here feeling pretty good about themselves. They were 7-5 their last 12 games. They were leading the major leagues in runs scored in that time, but then shut out. And they've scored a total of 3 runs in 4 games against the Dodgers. It's not personal. Dodger pitching doing it to everybody.
The consistency has been there, but the effectiveness has been off the charts. And they have been hitting their spots with outstanding stuff, getting ahead of hitters, pitching in pitchers counts, and getting these Dodgers off to very good starts at the beginning of games.
290 overall, 136 the last 12 games for the starting staff. 12 consecutive games, 2 runs or fewer after Sasaki's gem yesterday. And with Roki Sasaki, it's gone from trying to find silver linings to seeing improvements to a few starts in a row where the rest of baseball has got to be saying, really? These guys got another guy like that?
Sasaki last night raised the bar for himself. He's been so consistent now with his effectiveness that there's an expectation that his next start is going to be another marvelous one.
You know, Dave Roberts is talking to us about, that first month, he's like, okay, you're going to have be on my toes, ready to get the pen going. This is probably going to early on spiral out of control. And he said, these days, I'm just sitting back and enjoying it. Curve misses downstairs to Mike Trout. And relatively speaking, it happened like with a snap of a finger. That was a month ago where Dave was feeling like he had to be holding on to the bullpen throne from pitch 1. That's my words, by the way.
Well, at first, the confidence came from the pitching coaches saying, you know what, the side works are getting better, and he's listening. And next, the confidence came from Roki. He's like, wow, this is working, and I'm executing, getting people out. And now, Dave Roberts has the confidence to sit back and watch.
Struck out Trout a couple times last night. Trout had his 15-game on-base streak come to an end with an 0-for-4 3K night. 14 strikeouts total for Dodger pitching.
Something Roki didn't throw much of because he was throwing the slider last night. But that's got to be the best day of his life right now as a big leaguer, to have the 10 strikeout game, get what he did, and then just sit there after his workout and watch a big league game from the bench.
Today's even better than yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's over with. Everything that you're worried about. You're working. You're having fun when you're getting it done out there. Yeah. And you maybe get goosebumps every once in a while when you execute and get a guy out like Trout. But the next day to do your workout and then shower and just put your uni on and watch the game from there, it's a really nice chair to sit in.
No, Tani for 6 years wore that uniform. He's come to the Dodgers, 2 years, 2 MVPs, 2 World Series rings, while the Angels have continued to lose. Headed for an 11th consecutive losing season and on pace right now to lose 100 games for the first time in franchise history.
Usually you lose that many games because you don't have pitching. Not having pitching is a long season. Not having very good offense is a long night or a long series.
Ohtani drives the ball to left center field and deep and gone. Wow. 9 in the first for the Dodgers.
Well, the first 6 in the order have all gotten hits, and Ohtani got his second one, and it's a big fly. Ryan Ward went oppo for the double, and now Ohtani goes oppo for the dinger.
Salt in the wound for the Angels, watching him do it. And wondering how 6 years of Ohtani and Trout in the same organization didn't produce more. It's 1-1. Of course, a big part of that was Trout was hurt for a lot of the time. Still, though, you look back 10 and 50 years from now, you're studying baseball history, and you're looking, you'll see, wait a minute, Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani were on the same team, and they never won?
Takes other facets of the game. Consistency in different places. Just in this first inning, you've got a left fielder that might have been able to get to a ball and catch it. You've got a shortstop that could have recorded it out at second and didn't get it done. You got a wild pitch from the pitcher to move runners out of double play depth or double play position.
He does have that slider. That would be the pitch. If he's going to get a strikeout against Ohtani, that'd be it.
Well, it's Shohei sending one out to left center, and it is a home run for Shohei Ohtani. As the Dodgers have blown it open in the opening inning, they have scored 9 times.
When these are the games with Shohei Ohtani, well, I'll tell you what, he's got that knack for when it's
You're in trouble out there on the mound. He just smells that blood and he crushes it. That ball lined out the other way. It's his 11th home run. He's closing in on 300 now in his major league career. He is 9 away.
This was a game in which it was a blowout early. When you think about a starting pitcher, your ace and Yoshinobu, for him to go out there for 8 innings, what does it say about him and the stuff he had today?
Sabemos que él viene haciendo un excelente trabajo, sabemos el calibre de lanzador que es y cada día nos sigue sorprendiendo, nos sigue mostrando que tiene esa confianza, que sigue tirando esos buenos juegos para nosotros y nosotros siempre tratamos de darle esa defensa allá atrás.
Yeah, we know the caliber of player that he is. We know what kind of level he'll take it to on each and every day, and he keeps surprising us each time he goes out and takes a turn. So it was really nice to see him do what he did tonight.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Andy. Thank you.
A dominant effort by Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound, picks up his 3rd straight win, number 6 on the season, and he loved all of that run support for a change. Let's hear from Yoshi right now inside the clubhouse.
Yoshi, when you have a game like today in which you guys take a big lead early, you get your work in. Obviously, you could pass the ball pass the baton onto the bullpen. But for a player like you, how important was it for you to get deeper into this game and to take down 8 innings of work?
今日みたいな、初回に失点して、崩れてもおかしくない試合ですけども、そこで山本さんにとって、ブルペン陣につなぐということも選択としてあるんですけど、そういうゲームをきちっと自分で、まとめ上げるっていうのは、山本さんにとってどれくらい大切ですか？
初回、球数も少し多くなってしまったんですけど、その裏、逆転、してもらったので、冷静に、1イニングずつ投げて、いくことに集中して、結果的に球数が少なく、8回までいけたので、すごく良かったなとは思います。
Yeah, like I allowed the first round of the game, but after that, I was just stay composed and then kept my pitch count low, and then that was good things. I was able to go through the 8th inning.
What did you find just about navigating through their lineup and how you were able to be so effective? Just to be so efficient, what he found about navigating through their lineup?
効率的に、あれだけ投げることっていうのは、できたっていうのはどこに要因だったと思いますか？
点差も、あったので、しっかりストライクゾーンに投げていくことを意識して、いけたのが、良かったなと、思います。
Yeah, because I was given that the big lead, because a lot of around support today. So I was focusing on executing my pitches one at a time.
What was it like watching that bottom of the 1st inning? And at one point during that inning, did you realize you had to keep staying warm, keep throwing? Staying warm and keep throwing even in the dugout during the bottom of the 1st.
Between the 1st and 2nd inning?
Yeah.
1回と2回、ちょっと点が多く入って時間がかかった間が空いたんですけども、そこはどういうふうにして集中力とか体、コンディションを保ちましたか？
一度、中のケージのところに行って、もう一回仕切り直してないですけど、しっかり、普通のイニング間と比べて、多めにウォームアップして、マウンドに上がりました。
because I went back inside in the cage, and then I kept myself moving, and then just focusing on maintaining the my condition.
How's your mindset change after the team puts up 9 runs? How does his mindset change after the team puts up 9 runs?
その9点大量リードもらって、精神的には変化がありましたか？
しっかり点差はたくさんありましたけど、気を抜くことなくとにかく集中して、丁寧に投げるところは、しっかり高さとかコース意識して、投げれましたし、流れを一気に持っていかれないように、大胆なピッチングと丁寧なピッチングと、どちらもできたかなと思います。
Yeah, like I said, I was given a big lead, so what I was trying to do was focus on my, own pitch execution, and then also I was trying to be fine with it, precise with it, location, like a height, and then the course of the pitches.
Jerry, Club Ravine on a Saturday night.
It's always a scene here at Club Ravine. I think they're fired up. They're a very joyous group. Dodgers victorious tonight. What a place to be.
The energy was here, but the Dodgers brought the energy, obviously. They put up some runs early on, and then Yamamoto, just listening to him, his interview, I'll tell you, it's one thing to have a lead. It's another thing to stay focused after having that lead. It's really easy to get caught up there, but Yamamoto, I love the way he stayed focused.
Yeah, it was really a master class in pitching after that first inning. And it was a tough ball that Andy Pahes wasn't able to come up with. If he makes an incredible catch there, we're talking about Yamamoto throwing a one-hitter tonight.
Yeah, you know what? We expect Andy Pahes to catch everything. That was such a tough chance. But after that first inning, he really settled in. Great fastball command, outstanding job chasing weak contact. And we talked about it going in. Making sure he pitches deep in the ball game. 8 strong innings. Could have gone for the 9th, but he had such a big lead. Why risk it? Love that he provided depth for the bullpen tomorrow. Quick turnaround, day game.
Maybe the biggest star of all of them, Shohei Ohtani, is our Carl's Jr. moment of the game because, Jared, he was your called shot. I get it. You call him every night. But tonight, he had 2 hits in the first inning. He had an infield single and then hit one over the wall.
I'll tell you what, you got to be a great player. Let me check that. An incredible player to get 2 hits in the first inning. And that's what Shohei did. He legged out a single his first time. And how about this? Little Oppo Taco, a rocket for a home run. Yes, that is the moment of the game.
What a moment it was, and what a game it was for the Dodgers 9-2 winners. Let's go inside the clubhouse and hear from Dalton Rushing.
Well, first, just with Yoshinobu, obviously when you have a game like this, when the score got bigger early, for him just to keep battling, to be so efficient, to be able to get through 8, what does it say just to you about a pitcher and who he is?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty big for us. Leaves our bullpen fresh for tomorrow. Sweep the series. That's kind of who he is. He wasn't getting the swing and miss that he wanted from the get-go. This is not a team that swings and misses a lot. So we kind of knew we were going to have the flexibility to get guys in and out of the box as quick as possible. And yeah, he did that. And like I said, 8 innings is never easy. And it's obviously great to see him do it once again.
He mentioned just because of the big lead, he was able to kind of work through a few things or even experiment with a few things during his outing. What did you find just in which either how he was experimenting or kind of what he was able to do due to the score?
Yeah, I think you get up big like that and you don't want to get too cute to an extent, but you also want to understand and see what he's capable of. Kind of throw a couple more tricks up your sleeve, in a way. And for him, it's so easy because he has 8 pitches that he can throw wherever he wants. And so, yeah, obviously it's fun to work with him. And yeah, we tried a few new tricks and we'll carry him over into his next one.
I feel like almost building into the season, obviously you start off pretty tough. He's gotten better and better the last couple outings.
Yeah, I think really good pitchers, really good hitters, they get better as the season goes on. And it's a good thing. And I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon.
Obviously, a big run is a good thing or a big lead is a good thing for a pitcher, but there was a lot of time off. Just what impressed you about the way that he was able to come back and really sail from there?
Yeah, he has a good routine in the dugout in between innings to kind of ramp up his arm, stay ready. And during that first inning, he was throwing a lot of plyo balls, so he knew he was going to have to stay warm for as much as possible or as long as possible. And yeah, I felt like he kind of had normal rest the rest of the game.
With Yoshinobu, he obviously has been excellent as of late, but what really stood out to you about him and his performance today?
I think the thing that stood out most was his, keeping his focus in a plus game. Team that was really aggressive, swinging. So he continued to make pitches, get soft contact, be efficient.